David Pollack, he will call the game for ESPN tomorrow night. We catch up with him right now in Atlanta, and we were talking to Reese Davis a moment ago.
Sorry about that.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's
tough.
tough.
But we can do it. But you were in College Station in mid-September for that huge Alabama game, and we were asking Reese, has anything changed perception-wise with Texas A&M since that day as you look at the Aggies now 8-4, but still ranked in the top 25?
I don't think anything's changed perception-wise. I think people still respect them and think they're a good team. But I think that we were revealed to the fact that their defense wasn't very good that day. I think we knew that coming in, watching what you've seen so far to that point. And then as the season went on, you continue to see the holes in the defense. The only thing I think that's changed is I saw 2 bad games back-to-back for Johnny Manziel. And that's – I had only seen him play a couple of games that you'd point to and say that wasn't very good. LSU last year, Florida last year. But not to that level of like he did back-to-back weeks. And so I think the only thing that's changed is the offense became probably a little bit more human down the stretch than we're used to.
If A&M can win tomorrow night, that means their overall record combined would be 20-6 in their first 2 years in the Southeastern Conference. Have they done the things they need to do to establish themselves and then allow them to springboard to success in this new league?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the one thing that Kevin Sumlin was afforded the opportunity to have a great offensive line. And I think that also makes your defensive line better because you're getting hammered by those guys every single day. And that's what, I mean, as a player, that's what got me better, was getting beat up my, freshman and sophomore year by great players. Jokel, number 2 pick a year ago. Matthews is going to be a top 5 pick this year. So I think they got to continue to get better in the trenches. They got to get better in that front 7 on defense. But I think that he's shown you that, which someone has shown you, what A&M has shown you, that offensively, the tempo, the spread, it's going to be a pain in your backside. So you better get used to it, and you better score points, or else, we're going to win the ball game. So I think that's one thing that I've learned throughout the A&M introduction, Missouri introduction into the SEC.
Spending that time in College Station like you did in September, and now coming here to this bowl game to cover the Aggies, just what are your initial impressions of Texas A&M as you start to cover them with ESPN and get to know the program and what's around it?
Well, I think Kevin Sumlin's one of the coolest cats and one of the coolest coaches there is. Just, like sunglasses, just, the one thing, he came last year to the national championship game and did the coverage with us, and we sat in meetings with him and talked to him, and I just love his demeanor, and I love how he treats his players, because that dude, he understands. He doesn't belittle folks. He treats everybody with respect, and I think, he's got the it factor, and that's why USC came a knocking. That's why other places came a knocking. So you're solidified the coaching spot. I think moving forward, how does the offense change? Because you never saw this version of someone's offense anywhere else. You didn't see the quarterback run this much, and so I think you're going to continue to try to see that. Or I would say that just like Cliff Kingsbury goes to Texas Tech. He didn't have a quarterback in Baker Mayfield that could run real well. He implemented the running schemes, quarterback draw just a little bit to make you honor it. So I just think moving forward, what the offense looks like without Johnny, because I think all of us assume that Johnny's going to be gone.
Well, we thank you for the time and good luck. Have a good game tomorrow night.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right, David Pollack from ESPN.